everybody. Welcome to Beyond Boundaries with Lisa Richmond. I am Lisa Richmond, and this is Tarot Tuesday. I come on every week, pull some tarot cards, some oracle cards. And again, if you're new to this channel, what I do is I pull these cards as a tool to help Spirit bring through any messages deemed for the greatest good of all involved with whomever is tuning in. Also, these readings are timeless. So it's really when you find this and when you watch it, there's a message in there for you. Okay. So take with you what resonates and leave what doesn't, because it's probably for somebody else then. Okay. So today I'm going to start off with tarot, the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reid. Then I'm going to get some sacred symbols to help put the story together, put the message together with some sacred symbols. And then I'm going to finish with an angel card and a spirit of the animal deck, which I love so much because I love my animals. How's everybody feeling this week? I gotta say, there's been some low energy. So if you're watching this on and around mid-June, we had a new moon last week, and I tell you that new moon has laid some foundations. There was a 6/6 portal, and there was a big energy. There's been some massive solar energy as well. And what's happening, guys, honestly, what's happening is we're undergoing some major transformations, physically, energetically here on Earth. And it's affecting all of us, because we're physical beings. And so we get affected by things like solar flares. We get affected by things like the moon and energetic portals. Like, we are energy beings. So it doesn't matter how spiritually connected you are or aren't. We're all physical beings, so we're going to be affected. How you choose to connect with that and how you resonate within it, I mean, that's individualized. But a big thing that we're being affected by in this is our energy levels. So for some of us, we are having to really rest during this period. There's a big call to rest in order to balance our energy out. When we get these big influxes of energy, sometimes Spirit, how they showed it to me was almost like a blanketed energy over us to allow us to integrate and rest so that we can feel rejuvenated to show up and start some action and clarity. Okay. So sometimes when we are overactive in our minds, it actually, well, not sometimes, when we're overactive with our minds, our heads, we start to create stories, and our stories that we create quite often aren't in alignment with our actual authentic selves. They're just stories that we create that coincide with the current paradigm or program that fits the narrative. These are cycles. These are definite cycles that we tend to have. And so what this kind of rest and restore time is allowing us to move from our head into our body, start embodying our energy so that we can start to see clearly. We can make choices based on our highest good, not based on the perception that we should. Because when we start getting over functioning up here, the voices that are in control up here start dictating, and not us, not ourselves, not our whole selves. So really be aware how much chatter is going on up here. And if that's the case, allow yourself an opportunity to step back from the chatter, observe what they're chatting about, be the observer, and see if it actually is in alignment. And take a look at what the gift Spirit gives us to help us slow down. So if we're going, I had an awesome story from one of my really good friends. She said it was a day where it was just about like ticking things off the list. I got to do this, got to do this. And Spirit had another thing in mind. It was like, no, you're going to slow down. You're going to enjoy the things around you. And in her place of work where she wasn't even supposed to be, but she went in to get things done, there was a baby that showed up, and she was like, no, I can't even see the baby. I don't have time to see the baby. And then, of course, the baby comes being held around the corner, and they're like, would you like to hold? So she's like, well, everything has to stop now. I'm going to hold the baby. And so she just spent some time with the baby. And I'm telling you, that's not by accident. So if you're meant to slow down and bring this and let this trickle down into an embodiment, you're going to be given opportunities right now to do it. So rest and restore is a big one. Okay. All right, Spirit, let's see what we have in store with our cards today. Thank you very much for that first message. And message for the collective. What do we need to know today? Ooh, nope, that's too many. That's too many. Okay, slow down the energy. Spirit, we just need a few. Okay, the Sun card. Yes. The Sun card's amazing. Ace of Earth. There's the buck again. Yeah. And then the Nine of Earth. Wow, what a spread. Okay. So the Sun card, we have the Sun, we have the Ace of Earth, and we have the Nine of Earth. So the Sun card is our first card, and that is talking about number 19, first of all. So if you're looking for timing, we got like 19 days, or I'm thinking like 19 weeks would be the top. 19 days, 19 weeks, or 1 or 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. So that's a finishing cycle thing. Okay. Also, look at the imagery of this card, the Sun card. There's sunflowers in it. We're moving into summer solstice here. And the Sun card, in my opinion, is one of the very best cards in the deck, because what it is saying is that we might have gone through a period of shadow. Maybe we've gone through a period of introspection. And they're saying there's a lot of work that has been done. And that the Sun card allows you to kind of bask in the sun and enjoy the warmth and the fruits of your labor. And when the Sun card comes out, that's saying like you're going to start enjoying things a little more. And if you are feeling like you're in a situation where you can't enjoy things, that means exactly the same thing that we're talking about at the front, is that you're living too upstairs here. Allow yourself to embody some energy, bring it down into your body. And the Sun is all about like they're really showing me someone like actually standing in the sun and allowing the sun to beam down on them, and you receive the sun codes, or the light codes that are coming from the sun right now. And what that's doing is the light codes are integrating into your like cells, your DNA, in order to help generate this upgrade that is going on within our actual physical body. So the sun's energy right now is absolutely jam-packed full of this like vitamins for like your greater good. Yes, the physical like vitamin D, but it's bigger than that. Like they're showing me these like incredible light codes that are coming from the sun that you're absorbing into your body in order to receive this higher frequency in your cells, after like all the work that has been done, all the integrative work that has been done, even checklist stuff, physical stuff that you've had to get through, and then the hard work that has been put forward for manifestation. I got to talk about this. They're talking about a lot of you have put a lot of effort and time into manifesting in the last year. And it's like there had to be a little bit of a slow roll on this, because globally we kind of had to catch up in a way where there was a group of people who kind of moved into this higher level frequency really quickly, maybe quicker than anticipated. And there's a bit of a lag that happened. So there was too much of a polarity. And so they're talking about, for those of you who upgraded very quickly and that now are upgrading in your physical body, to catch up with that upgrade, it's happening in a great way to do it in order to upgrade quickly and do some of that healing, is standing in the sun and receiving sun healing, sun rays, those beautiful light codes that come through. And if you're looking to get some answers too, if you're looking it's almost at the time where, it's like, put it out there, put your intentions out there, and you're waiting for something to come back for you. A great way to do that is meditate in that warmth of the sun. And so instead of trying to be like, I need to know what's happening, release the need to know and surrender and just connect with the energy of how it feels. Again, going into how you want to feel and sitting in the sun and receiving these light codes as you're sitting in the energy of how you want to feel in that receptivity. What that does is it really expands your ability to connect with that energy of what you want, with that manifestation. Because again, like let's say it's the thing that you're wanting to manifest is your true love, or like that deep heart connection with someone that you really want to connect with, or you want to live in the lifestyle of that freedom, but you're still kind of working in a job that doesn't allow you to do that. Um, Maybe you're in between leaving that 3D job and going into what your heart's desire is, but you're being stuck in the restriction of money, financial stuff. Okay. So that's an in-between energy that happens all the time. Okay. So if you're in that in-between, allow yourself to sit in the sun. They're really showing me you sitting in the sun and moving beyond the limitations in your mind's eye, and feel how it feels in your body. Embody it, not just think it, embody it, of that sense of freedom and that like full send energy of doing the thing, being the place, being in the place, being the person, and receiving that love, receiving that interaction, that like high vibrational interaction of that person that you're calling in. So whatever it is that you're really wanting to manifest, you've gotten so far in order to like upgrade yourself into this higher frequency. And now they're wanting you to like lock it in by sitting in the sun, receiving those light codes and visualizing yourself receiving what it is that you're really putting out there. This is a really strong energy. So really give it a try. Okay. And you can intensify this energy by sitting in the sun on our summer solstice, which is in the northern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere, it's the winter solstice. Either way, you're getting sun. Sit in the sun. Okay, so that's the sun energy. If you do see a sunflower, they're really wanting me to talk about the sunflower too. If you do see a sunflower, know that's a sign, and that carries really high vibrational sun energy as well. So having a little, like if you find one of the like mini sunflowers, you can have it in like in a pot and keep it alive by a window inside your house if you can't be outside as much, and then utilize that as your kind of sun codes and interact with it like you would a sun. Okay, so that's going to be a high vibrational thing for you. And if you're seeing sunflowers or pictures of sunflowers, or that's showing up around you, know that that is a sign or symbol of you being able to interact and receive those light codes. Okay, so that's the sun card. So thank you for that. The Ace of Earth card is our next card. That is the one, stag showing up, really significant. The stag. Okay, so this is a leadership card. So what they want you to know in this is that they want you to step into your leadership role. And that might even be like leading you in your own life. You stepping forward and saying, okay, like I'm no longer going to be in the shadow. I'm no longer going to think small. I'm no longer gonna, oh, my husband and I have this really funny inside joke that is not inside anymore, but it's almost like a mentality that if you're going to do something, oh, don't do it to its full extent, because like I don't know, I think that we're kind of taught when we're little that it's like if you want the big one, or if you want something and you ask for like the biggest version of it, then you're greedy. And it was really funny because he was building a fire this winter, and we got this big load of fresh wood, and we have this wood burning fireplace inside, and I am a fire lady. I love having the fire around me, and I really generate from that, especially in winter. Anyway, and it's a big fireplace we have inside, and I'm like, let's build just this really big, beautiful fire. And he brought in like just a little bit of wood and a little bit of kindling, and he was like, we'll just build a little fire. Like, we just need a little fire. And I'm like, no. Like, if we're going to bring in the wood, we've already stacked it. Like, we're ready to go for the fire, and we're going to bring in like a quarter of the wood that fits in the fire. Like, we're going to build a tiny fire just because we shouldn't build a big fire kind of thing. And I'm like, think bigger, right? Like, if we're going to build the fire, build a big fire. Like, if you're going to do it, do it. kind of thing, like full send it. Because sometimes we're like, oh, I'm only going to exert myself or put a quarter of myself into this, because then if it doesn't work, my whole self isn't denied or rejected, right? It's really a worthiness thing. Truly, at the core of it, it's really a worthiness thing. Like if you're going to commit, if you're going to do something, give her, do it. Because if it doesn't work, fine. It doesn't work to the extent anyway, right? But if it does, then you get a full extension, right? So I'm just like, I feel like we've really been taught that. That's really an old belief system of like, don't really put 100% of what you really want into it, because that might be greedy, or that, like, unless it kind of hurts, it's not worth it. Like we've talked about this in the past. So this Ace of Earth is really a symbol. It's like, if you're going to build a fire, build a big fire, right? If you're going to do it, do it. And this is the Ace of Earth is like, if you're going to set sail on something, if you're going to put yourself into something, if you're going to be the leader in your own life, step forward, right? Because this comes with leadership energy too. Like sometimes in a leadership role, people will want to step forward and be the leader, but they don't want to give it their all, because if they do give it their all and people reject them and it doesn't work, then that shows that they're just like such a terrible leader. They don't know what they're talking about or whatever. And the whole idea of this is, if you're going to step forward in the leadership role, don't step forward in the leadership role of a stereotypical, what you perceive as what a leader looks like. It's stepping forward in your leadership style. We all have a leadership style. Some of us are natural leaders. We're here to lead groups. Some of us aren't, but we all are here to lead in our authentic way for us. Okay. So it's more like stepping into your power of your own leadership style and what that looks like for you. Some people are very quiet leaders and they lead by action. Some people are dynamic speakers and they lead by their vocals, right? Some people lead by silliness and fun, and you it's just infectious to have this like funness, and it feels like this freedom where you can just be fun. Some people lead directly with their heart space, and you can just feel the love dynamic, right? um it's your own self-expression. Okay. And the more that you can connect with what your self expression is and who you actually are, then the easier it is for you to lead in your own dynamic energy. And then you walk forward on that golden path because you're leading the way. And this Ace of Earth is saying, when you step forward in your own dynamic leadership style, in whichever capacity that is, whether it's for just you, whether it's for a group of one, or thousands, whether it's for animals, whether it's for children, whatever it is, this is calling you forward to lead in your own way, and you're being called forward to stand in your power. So you're asked to build the fire, build a big fire, even if it's just for you. That's the most important, if it's just for you. So you might be surprised with how dynamic things are when you are standing in your power, when you walk and you stand into the light and you receive. It's like the buck standing in the sun, right? Really standing in under that light and saying, okay, I receive this energy and this power, and I'm going forward with it. And nobody can stop me, because once you've set sail, once you've set that motion forward in your own dynamic energy, I mean, that's like, they're saying like nothing can stop you, because you're not setting up for anybody to stop you. You're not asking permission to be your most authentic self. You're walking into it. And that's like full send, right? That's beautiful. Okay, so thank you for that. And then the last card for the tarot is the Nine of Earth. So this is like, the Earth cards are kind of like pentacles in the traditional tarot. So I love this because she is standing there and she's receiving and saying like, this card was really saying like, keep going. Okay, this is coming back to the like manifestation. It's like, well, we've been manifesting. The Nine of Pentacles is like, you're literally setting your last little bits of the foundation before you can really like enjoy it. So It's like building a house when you get right to the end and you're like, oh my gosh, this obstacle might be coming up. This obstacle might be. The deal is you've manifested this already. It's already in the works. You've already done it. The Nine of Earth is like laying the last of the foundation before you can put your feet up and cheers and say, look at our place while you're sitting in the beautiful deck, looking at your beautiful home kind of thing. Okay. So you are laying the last of your foundation. You have built this foundation over a long period of time. And it might require that Ace of Pens, that stag energy, that leadership dynamic of yourself to push through to the end. Okay. And they're saying don't visualize it as pushing through, but understanding it as like holding on to the end, making sure that you know that every last piece of rock that is being laid in the foundation is important. And so it's like, keep yourself on the goal, keep yourself focused on the goal because you're almost there. Okay. And this isn't a card of being like, okay, watch out, there's another obstacle coming your way. No, it's like, they're giving me a really great analogy. So, you know how tightrope walkers, like they'll walk across the whole thing. Well, like 90% of the falls that happen are not right in the middle, right? Where they're doing all their acrobatics. It's right at the end where they think they're done, but they haven't had that last step yet. So this is it. It's like, know that every step is important in this manifestation process, even right at the end. So don't give up. Don't give up. This is starting to like really trust in the foundation in which you're building. Really trust in the manifestation, trust in your own power, trust in the relationships that you've created and that you're maintaining, trust in the law of resonance, where you have to reside in that frequency in order to stay aligned with the power of manifestation. Okay, the law of attraction, when you attract an energetic frequency that's in alignment, in order to keep that alignment, you also have to have the law of resonance. You have to continue resonating within that frequency to keep it so that you don't fall out of alignment, right? The Nine of Earth is saying, stay in that resonance, maintain that frequency. Don't fall away. Don't let the practices fall away. Continue your meditation. Continue your last days of the 30-day challenge or whatever it is. It's like, keep going because that Sun card is the basis of this reading. And so you've got it. This is saying like, you've got to keep doing it. Trust. Keep going, you guys. This is like beautiful validation that what you're manifesting and what you've that law of attraction, what you've called in, is here. Okay, just maintain it. Don't give up. Stand in the sun. If you're feeling lower energy, receive that light codes. Okay, so those are your tarot cards. Sacred symbols, any symbols that we have to go with this collective reading. In order to validate the energy, any outside energies that have not been touched on that Spirit would like our viewers to know today, please, with loving receptivity. These affluence. Well, look at that. We got Sun, Earth, Earth. So Pentacle, Pentacle. We got some money, honey. You guys, it's right around the corner. Big fire. Don't play with the little ones. If you're going to build a fire, build a big fire. Okay? Grows, spiral. Ooh, that's a big, big energy. Is there another one? Water. Okay. Okay, so affluence. I love this card. It's a number 5, and number 5 is such a big number right now. You guys, if you're seeing 5s like crazy, know that that is change. So change is happening, but this is good change. This is really good change. We're right at the end. Change is happening. We're laying the foundation, right? So this is the affluence card, meaning like money's right around the corner. So trust. Okay. And affluence doesn't just have to be money, but it's kind of like material stuff. So it's like your prayers are being answered, the things that in between stage where you just keep in that law of resonance, keep residing in the higher frequency, and then allow this card to let you know that what you've been manifesting isn't far behind you. Like, you've got this, right? You've got this. don't know where the book is. Oh, here's the book. Okay, they want me to talk about what this actual symbol is. So sacred geometry. Sacred geometry is something that you're interested in that kind of coincides with a lot of the light code stuff. I saw this beautiful like these codes surrounding this angelic form that was around my daughter. And they were showing me these light codes, and it was all surrounded in these round, sacred geometrical shapes. And I love that because I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to learn so much more about sacred geometry because they hold so much power, right? Sri Yantra this is a symbol of Hindu Tantra, which is based in the Hindu philosophy. Okay, so wealth is in all forms and it's available to you now. You're rich on all accounts. Drawing this card invites you to feel the abundant flow of having all that you need on the material and spiritual planes. If you're inquiring about a situation or relationship, this certainly indicates that there is much to be experienced here. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. You're being provided for and rewarded at this time. This is like the Sun card. This is totally in energetic alignment with this reading. So you guys, this is a wicked reading. Like this is like, yes, standing under this spout, right? Like we're receiving, but the big thing is this like stag energy of standing in your power. Really, it is. Okay. So know it's coming to you. Keep believing, keep residing in that growth. So what's really standing out in this growth card, and this is a 1-5-15, is the spiral. And the sacred symbol of this spiral is like as you spiral out, you experience, you learn, and you grow. And then when you can go around the spiral and experience and grow, but see it at a different angle. So there's something very sacred about the spiral. They're showing me like a seashell. If you're seeing some kind of sacred symbols of that spiral. So if the seashell's there, also they're showing me like if you're planting a garden, you can actually plant some like, not plant, but like in your garden, you can stick like, copper wiring and spiral it out. And that actually helps connect to the sun energy, bringing in that higher vibrational energy through the coils. And it really like generates that higher frequency that helps your plants grow. So there's a little tidbit. It works. I've got a little spiral coil in my plants inside because we never get sun or heat or anything where I'm at. So all my plants are inside by the windows. And so I have all the coils in my plants and it's amazing. Okay. If anybody knows of a really, really great place with lots of sunshine, let me know. Okay, this symbol is the spiral. The spiral is one of the oldest designs to appear throughout the ages, even as far back as prehistoric times. It's a symbol of growth and evolution. It is a sacred symbol that represents the cycle and journey of humankind. Okay, awesome. I love that. A time of evolution and growth is here. You may be leaving behind outdated relationships, mentors, belief systems, situations, or environments. Change energy, you guys. If you are inquiring about a situation or relationship, this card calls for a deeper commitment or a decision to let go in order to honor your journey. Draw another card for clarity about which direction to take regarding your situation. This card represents knowing that all will be well for the highest good. Okay, so they're saying right away that the card to represent this, the other card is the affluence card. So that is like when you're evolving and you're growing and you're learning within this growth process, the things that fall aside you can trust, and they keep bringing me back to this law of resonance, is that if you continue to reside in this higher frequency, naturally the things to fall away are the things that are falling away are the things that are not in alignment with that, and you can trust that. And then with the things that fall away, you have that open space to be able to receive and connect with the things that do, which is in alignment with you and your highest good. And then you're open to receive on such a level of abundance. Okay. That's your growth and evolution card. Change is happening. Things are falling away. And it's okay. Sometimes these old relationships that are falling away, they're falling away because you have ascended into this higher vibrational frequency and they no longer align. No better or worse than, it's just not in alignment. That is okay. Even if it's family, it doesn't mean that you can never talk to them again. It just means that in the way in which you were connected no longer holds that place. That frequency no longer happens. You can actually hold more love and space for them if you're out of that frequency, because then they just can be who they are. You don't have to engage into the old interactions and frequencies anymore. Okay, it's like a freedom thing. This is really important. Okay, and the last one is water, number 18. So you can have 18 days. June 18th is a big one. June 18th is coming up. Water. Okay, so water is such an amazing energy for grounding. Now, this is like, there's a lot of grounding that happens here, but we have the sun, so there's fire, then earth, and then water. So here's the thing with water. Water is such a balancer. And I've been doing these like sound bowls um, to help heal, and spirit has just been totally guiding me on this. And whenever I do a healing session with the sound bowls, my clients feel this sense of almost water. And what I see with their energy is that it's like a balancing. It's like the water is having this fluidity and balancing any stuck energy throughout your entire energy systems. And it's like it's washing out, it's moving, it's in this fluid motion so that you can reside and you can move, you can receive in this really fluid motion. So water is going to really help any stuck energy. It's also when we feel kind of like we're at this last phase of like rest and recovery, water is such a balancer. So if you're feeling you're up here a lot and you want to balance your energy, sit in a tub and like have that, or like even having the shower and like having the water move through. If you have available to swimming, you can swim. It's probably better if you're not in high chemical pools, mineral water, that kind of stuff, fresh water, lakes, even rivers, because they're moving through you, with of course water safety. But just visualize the water kind of flushing out any old energy, any stuck energy, and letting that fluid motion. They're saying drink lots of water too. And if you need to add minerals into your water, you can help. And that's going to help flush out, they're saying, a buildup of metals. So if you're feeling like really lethargic, past beyond like resting, but just having a trouble kickstarting your energy a little bit, and you're feeling kind of out of balance, they're saying there might be an influx of metal buildup in your system. And so drinking water, alkalize your diet and your water. Maybe add a little bit of lemon into your water. That'll help alkalize your system. Yeah, so it's a bit of a healing card for sure. See if it has anything else for you to know in that write-up other than emotions, receptivity, and connection to bodies of water. Drawing this card is a symbol of connecting to your emotions regarding your questions or situation. Allow yourself to be open to any changes and let the element of water guide you in the right direction. Meditate with this symbol, which is the upside down. You can see it on the screen. Upside down triangle. Meditate with this symbol in a body of water, in the bath. Keep your emotions pure, assist you in being more flexible. This is the alchemized symbol of water. Okay, so yeah, alchemizing your system. Awesome, great reading, you guys. These are really great cards. I love it. Lots of abundance, lots of affluence, growth. Okay, so we're gonna do a angel oracle. If you've been seeing any symbols or sacred symbols of the angel around, please allow us to see this now. What do we need to see as a collective? Any angelic presence around us? Eternity, number 44. That's a beautiful card. I always see these cards and I'm just fascinated by the pictures on them because they're just so beautiful. So 44, 4, 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. We kind of had the 8 before. 8 is the sacred symbol. 8 is also about generating affluence, material wealth, that kind of stuff. And 44. 44 has been showing up. 4s have been showing up. Oh, they sure have for me, I'll tell you. Okay, what do we got here? Eternity, the immortal present. This life that projects you forward is also the eternal life that folds back within itself endlessly, time and time again. Okay, this is talking about like quantum jumping. You guys, if quantum jumping isn't something that is like all over, I tell you, it is everywhere. Like everywhere that you can see, oh, we're quantum leaping or in this timeline jumping. This is very present right now. We're moving and we have actually moved into a higher timeline right now. We are quantum jumping. So quantum leaping, whatever you want to call it. I'm doing a video on this for this Thursday, for Thoughtful Thursday. So tune in if you're curious about quantum leaping and what this whole timeline jumping is. And I'll try to explain it and break it down for you. That's coming on Thursday. Okay, your life unfolds within itself in an endless cycle. The future is inside you, waiting to appear. It lives alongside this present moment. You will never have more or less than the present. All you are, all you have ever been, and all you ever will be is already here. It exists within you. This card reminds you to focus on the present, for here there is everything. The magic of creation is now. So, like, you have everything you need. Ace of Pentacles, right there, that stag. You know, the sun, it is build that big fire. Like, if you're going to do it now. The moment is now. Everything is within you. You don't have to hold back. Okay? You are an ocean of light unfolding through time. This is your story. Eternity is your destiny waiting to be filled. Oh, that's so beautiful. Okay, so really look at that card, see how the colors, what that evokes within you, the movement and the fluidity of this like very mystical card, and know that all the answers lie within you, right? You've got all the answers. They're all with you. The time is right now. Be in that moment, okay? And the last is the Spirit of Animal Oracle deck. If you've been seeing any insects or animals lately, or pictures or symbols of them, look into the symbolism of animals if something keeps showing up. Okay, what animal do we need to see? What is the symbolism of these animals for the collective today? Dog spirit. I know a lot of you have been seeing dogs. Dogs have been showing up as our companions right now, really helping us with that love energy. Dogs love so much. They have this like open-hearted, unconditional way of loving, and it's amazing. And this is 19. You guys, 19 again. So the sun was number 19. So the number 19, if number 19 resonates for you, I know 19 is a big number for my sister, and that came up for her this week too. So if number 19 resonates for you, you're seeing it now. Dog spirit, if you're wondering, should I get a dog? Should I go rescue? Try to avoid breeders. Give a dog a chance. There's a lot of dogs that are showing up in the spirit world that are coming through dogs in like the pound or whatever to be rescued, to have in the dog rescue or sanctuaries, so that they can bring that loving energy to the people who come. And it's like this interaction. It's like when you adopt a dog from a sanctuary or save a dog, it knows. And it holds this like forever gratefulness to you, so that you have this beautiful interaction for life of this like gratitude, and then you have this like gratitude to it, so it like that heart-centered creation between the two of you is next level. And if you don't have the opportunity right now to get a dog and you're like, I can't get a dog, I have a condo and they don't allow dogs and I work and whatever, then what you can do is actually go volunteer, spend some time with these dogs in these shelters, because it will bring you more joy. It will fill your heart more than you can even know. Like, you have absolutely no idea until you do it. So if you're looking to maybe like bring some fulfillment into your heart space right now, think about working with the dog spirit. Be loyal to what you love. It's all about that. So if it's not actually with a physical dog, if you see a dog or this dog spirit or symbolism of a dog show up, know that that is you being loyal to yourself, being loyal to the things that you love in life. Okay? So I love this. This is really beautiful. And know that dogs have such a sensitive spirit, so they feel everything. Okay, they're there to help you. They're like little angels here on earth to help you. And so they feel it all. So like if your little furry pet is right beside you, give them a little hug and kiss. Okay. Awesome. Okay, well, that's your reading for today. I hope that you enjoyed it and that it resonated with you. Again, like, subscribe, share, really helps build this channel. And also, if you're looking for a reading, I do one-on-one readings, 60-minute, they're intuitive readings. I don't actually use cards. It's just completely spirit directed. I also do animal readings. So if your little furry friend you think is trying to tell you something and you don't know what it is, I read animals. And I am working at offering my healing sessions online starting in this fall. But if you are wondering about that, please reach out. All my handles are in my description box, and you can reach out. And all of my stuff I offer at avalonspirit.com. I'm under journey guides there, and you can book with me there. So thank you very much for tuning in. It was a really great reading. All good things, guys. This is such an amazing reading. So thank you so much for joining me today. And I'm sending you so much love and light. I'll see you next week. Thanks so much.